Hello. Oh my. Hello. I want to show you something before we start. Have you ever played Stalker 2 while play Stalker 2? I've been using this. Oh, what have I done? Fucking phone. Did I just drop an F-bomb? Alright. Hello, привет, Pablo. How are you? Are we ready to go? Let's get started. We've got a lot to do. I did no playing of the PC version since the last stream. Only on the Xbox. Hopefully you can hear me better now. I've been here for an hour listening to Silveti before. I love that song. And I think that the meaning of that song is quite mystical. I think I tried translating it for Lyrics Translate, that's a website, into Spanish, and it was pretty difficult to get it right. Hello, Mr. Ludwig. Mr. Ludwig, I'm not sure you know this, but at the end of every video, I usually credit people who are signed up as members of the CIA. In your case, I'm going to add you to that because you've gifted so many memberships that I'm going to keep you in mind for that, for the next video. Hopefully it'll be out this weekend. After that, it'll be the Stalker 2 review, which, yeah, I'm done with the gameplay part, and I'm gonna get into the other half of it. Yeah, you've earned it, man. With the immense amount of support you've sent this channel's way, it's the least I can do. Raiden, I am feeling better than yesterday, but still a little under the weather. I've spent the day not fully bedridden, but coming back and forth from my bed, and if the image, the background removal fails, you'll catch my unmade bed behind me, which is a little embarrassing. No, don't do that, Raiden. Don't do that. Buy yourself, I don't know, a collector's edition or something. Get them while they're still in stock. I'd rather you have that. Or, I don't know, donate it to an organization that really needs it. Fine. You know, if you buy Sea Consciousness, I will put your support into very good use. You can have my full guarantee of that. Are we really gonna go all 4 kilometers? No, we're gonna take a guide in Rostock. Or do we want to visit Duty? I haven't seen Duty yet. You know, I actually bought Stalker 2 probably 6 times, I think. So I bought it on Steam 3 times because of the giveaways and for myself. I bought it on GOG, G-O-G, whatever. I bought it on GOG, that's 4. And I bought it on Xbox. That's 5. Oh, I bought it on Xbox, that's 5, but I also bought like the collector's edition, the reprint. So that's 6. Holy smokes, I bought Stalker 2 6 times. Why are you... Bro, just go to sleep, man. You You need it more than I do. Oh man, I'm really low on health kits. Don't let Sergey see us. If Sergey sees that, oh, we're gonna... If Sergey sees how many medic kits we're rolling with, he's gonna have a stroke. I hope he's in the stream just to witness that. Game Pass Cloud is actually a great way to play Stalker 2. I tried it when I was on a beach trip a couple of weeks ago, and it was great. It was better than GeForce Now for that game because gamepad support on Xbox is better than on PC. So yeah, I really respect xCloud as a service. That is, you know, we can say all we want about Microsoft's silly campaign where every screen is an Xbox, but man, that xCloud service is legitimately very good. And technically, it's not supported in my country. I was using Better xCloud, which kind of... I'm not sure if it uses a VPN, but it... xCloud treats it like I'm streaming from the United States, so... Yeah, even with the long-distance US servers, I'm getting great latency. Obviously, not better than remote play from my console. That's almost instantaneous, but pretty close. By the way, let me show you guys. My lady got me this. It's for the phone. I remember in my Xbox video, I talked about wanting one of those things, and she went on and bought it. That was very sweet of her. She rocks. Man, I can't use xCloud on the PC, so mouse and keyboard was out of the question for me there. I can only use it on the phone because of the Better xCloud app. There's no way of getting xCloud to work on my PC. I've tried and tried and tried. Can't be done. Something that sucks is that keyboard and mouse support is not supported over remote play, which, I don't know. It should be, I think. I don't know why it isn't. It should be. Yeah, go for it. I don't mind. Absolutely. Rip everything you want out of these. I mean, I'm just playing the damn game, you know? So yeah, absolutely do that. I wrote a video about that very thing we're discussing, about streaming the game if you can't run it well or can't run it at all. I wrote it, never produced it. Not sure if I will. Because I think that most of the performance issues, for desktops at least, on minimum specs, have been addressed. 10 minutes ago, I was testing the new patch on my low-spec build, and it was 30 FPS, super stable, on an RX 480. I bought that graphics card in 2016. 8 years ago, wow. More than 8 years ago, because it was earlier in the year. You know, I wanted to incorporate a clip, like you guys being able to, like, type exclamation point clip on the chat. I've been trying to get that to work, but Streamlabs is very iffy. and I couldn't get it to work reliably. But I promise I'll get that function working. I already bought the Streamlabs Pro Ultimate thing. I do use OBS, but Streamlabs integrates into OBS because the Streamlabs application absolutely sucks. But so does everything they do. The sad thing is that it's really cool, though. It's really cool, but it sucks.
Oh, take care of everything.
So yeah, OBS with the Streamlabs plugin is how I produce these streams. On the Xbox version, I found a, you know how we found the star, which was basically the starfish, which was basically a super shop class artifact. I forgot the name of this one, but it was like a super flaw artifact, and I was pretty excited about that because that's a damn good artifact too. Like bleeding resistance and weight, sign me up, man. You combine that with this, endurance, weight, bleeding resistance, best artifact, and of course with a compass to give you the physical protection. Let's sell this thing. I don't want it. Forgot to sell it. Huh. What was this special weapon? Can you recall? Like, is it worth going out of your way to get it? I mean, at this point, probably not. But early on, surely. Because the Dnipro is really good. I need to repair it. It's really good.
I can get some more goods. Come back later.
Repairs. Get out of the way, son. Where's the repair bro? Here he is.
Got issues with your gear? We gotta get creative here. Let's see what kind of masterpiece we can create.
I just want you to repair it. I really like this setup. The the DMR,
Bring me something
the
interesting.
assault rifle, and the high-powered revolver. The only problem with that setup is that it requires good accuracy on behalf of the user. Like, you have to be a pretty good shot to get the most out of that setup. Do I have any more 308? Have match, sure. Is there anything I want to sell? You sent the screenshot? Alright, let's have a look. That mint tea is doing the trick. Oh. It's literally called Special, and it looks really cool. I like that weapon. Did you get it early game?
Wait till you see his face when he gets to deal with a bloodsucker, a burr, and a controller.
What is that man spewing? Should we go with a Charod for this one? I'm thinking about it. Because I fully upgraded this rifle for nothing, right? Nah, we'll be fine. We do need to get some more 545 for our stash. Here we have 900 rounds, but we're using it up fast. Let's buy some. Yeah, let's buy some while we can.
Oh,
Oh, right.
I
It's
can
the
get some
other
more
guy who
goods.
sells it.
Come back later.
You got it after you got the one thingy from the WPS. What is WPS? Man, I'm done.
Should have listened to my mom and take
WPS.
You made the right call coming here. You get a discount.
What is a WPS? Sounds like a shipping service. WPS. I get a discount because you like me so much? That's great. Yes, okay.
Don't forget the old man.
Whatever, man. Waste processing station. Thank you. Ah, yeah. There's a key. It's one of these keys. I think I still have it. This one. Yeah. And it opens 2 doors. I've only opened one of them, and I just haven't gone back to it. I was gonna just leave behind some ammo. Yeah, that does the trick. Now let's go to Duty's place. So we can finally see it. Strelok's, I think it's the Spitfire. It's literally just the short AK. If we're talking about the same one, I might be wrong. I think it's just an AK with the steel magazine instead of the Bakelite one. How do we get to Duty? We take this trail all the way past the checkpoint to a quasi fork, and then we take a left up to the street. It's more or less. We're gonna check the map again. Would that make it faster? Yeah, I guess. $360. By the way, Mikita, Nick, helped me with the subtitles in Ukrainian for one of my videos, and he's gonna do some more. I think
there's gonna be more.
That's the coolest thing, man. Because I was using AI to get the translations. And he just proofread them and make sure that they didn't, like, say anything stupid. And edited them. That was great. Why not? By the way, it's pretty good. Like, it's very hand-holdy in some ways, and very open in others. It doesn't know sometimes if it wants to leave you alone or leave you to your own devices, but it's good. Like, it looks good, it plays well. Can't turn off the gosh darn hit markers. I wish you could, but you can't. And it's not a shooter. It's one thing to keep in mind. It's not a shooter. Oh, extended mag for the Dnipro? Yeah, sign me up. 2060. What GPU does your laptop have? Yeah, what CPU too, and what wattage? Because laptops, like the wattage matters too, right? 1650. I think my brother has one too. Not sure if it's a 1650 or a 1660. One of those Acer Predator laptops that he's got. Oh, that's the same laptop my lady has in her. That's the same, sorry, CPU my lady has in hers. It's a good CPU for a laptop. Why am I talking to Ganja? I need to talk to the guide. I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted. Blackheat. Tough game, another version of 1660 and better stuff for $100 more than yours. You know, I don't have a laptop. I want one. But every time I have the money to spend on a laptop, there's just something I need more. So I've been laptop free since 2017. And I've had a little tablet that I can control my desktop remotely if I have good internet. And that's substituted most of my laptop needs. Obviously, it's not a perfect substitution, but it does the trick to some degree. I really want a framework laptop. Those are very compelling. But at the same time, I want them to be a little better too. What's this way? Let's go check that out. Then we'll go see duty. Quick question about Ryzen laptop processors. They don't scale down the cores, right? Ryzen 7s all have 8 cores, even on laptops, right? Because I remember Intel would have 2 Core i7s on Ultrabooks, which was just disingenuous, to say the least. But that's before AMD was competitive. AMD's laptops were just sad at that time period. But I've been running AMD for a while now, and it's so good. Ryzen is so good. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I know, probably not on an expert level, but I know enough to make, I guess you could say, appropriate recommendations and purchasing decisions. And I think the secret to being able to do that is knowing when you don't know and not saying anything you don't know about it. Oh no, these guys are gonna shoot at me. Shit. These are soldiers. I don't want to fight soldiers. Alright, I'm out of here. Good thing they ran into some bandits at the same time. PC you wanted to build would be outdated by the time you build it, so you having to update the specs and write down, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, that's how it tends to be. I think sometimes it doesn't matter. Like buying Ryzen 7000 series, just as 9000 series is coming out, is not a big deal. But when it is a big deal, is when you buy DDR4, when DDR5 is already out. That is something I would just say, if you're gonna really rely on this PC, and you're gonna do some intense tasks on it, it's probably best to not do that. For example, if you're building a streaming PC, like a secondary PC, it's not a big deal. But if it's going to be your main machine, I say give yourself the opportunity to upgrade it by getting up-to-date chipsets, or at least chipsets with a upgrade path. For example, I think I have an X570 motherboard. If not, it's X370. I don't remember. But it was for Ryzen 3000 series. And just before Stalker 2, I went on and got myself a Ryzen 5000 series. Just like that. Yeah, that's why I was asking. Well, why aren't you able to run it? It's on the cloud. If you've been playing on xCloud, you know. Ah. All right. Hi, penny alla vodka. Va bene. Ma questa sezione ha sido lenta. We could do some more into... We haven't shot anything yet, is what I'm trying to say. And we're almost 30 minutes into the stream. We're just talking about PC hardware, really. How do I get up there? Maybe. Ha! There we go. Master of parkour. Oh, bandit. See him? There's his friends. Man, I can see the argument for bullet speed. Make it easier to hit these guys. No, fuck you up with a grenade. You're not gonna hit me with a grenade. He's down. He's wounded. One's still up. I think we got him too. Shoot the wounded guy. Oh, the other guy's still up. There we go. Yes. No. What GPU do you have? And what CPU do you have? Penne alla vodka. Because... Hey, man, thanks for that. Because I was running, as I was saying earlier in the stream, I was running Stalker 2's minimum specs just before the stream on another computer I have. And, well, that was a pretty stable 30 FPS. And it didn't look too bad. Yeah, I was using TSR at 50% resolution at 1080p. But it didn't look bad. You know, I want to be fair to it. Temper your expectations. It's an 8-year-old card, 12-year-old CPU, but it ran it, you know. So the difference between a 3060 and a 3080 is pretty big. So one way you can check that, is it a laptop? Is your computer a laptop? Let's start there. Ah. MLK 1990, thank you for joining. It's not a laptop. Okay. So if it's a desktop, then you're possibly gonna get the most out of the chip, because on laptops it depends on the wattage too. That's why I asked. So you may have like a 3060, but it's running at half capacity in terms of wattage, so it's not gonna get the most performance out of a 3060 if that's the case. But if you're on a desktop, you should be performing like a 3060. So if it's a 3060, there's a 12 gigabyte version and a 6 gigabyte version. The 6 gigabyte version, you're gonna need to turn down textures to low and a few settings to low, just because there's not enough VRAM available. But in terms of power, yeah, a 3060 should be able to run the game close enough to 60 FPS if your CPU is up to the task too, because Stalker 2 does a lot of CPU work in the background. So you have to give yourself a good CPU too. This is where duty is. I'm not... I would like to play Space Marine 2, but I'm holding out on it until... Because I'm not sure if you know, Saber has a Russian headquarters, and they hide the fact. That's why you might not know. So the thing is, if you buy Space Marine 2, some of your money is going to end up funding the Russian government through taxes and wages. So I'm not comfortable with doing that. I want to reduce any possibility of me funding the Russian state in any way I can. But yeah, once the war ends, or Focus leaves Russia, I would be happy to play Space Marine 2. Well, hello, Nikita's here. Thank you for the subtitles, man. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. We're here visiting the duty base.
Anytime.
Yep, it's one of the things that they keep very low profile. So if you don't want to fund the Russian government in any way, it might be good to hold out on Space Marine for now. Wait until Focus fully leaves, or until the war ends. Then it should have minimal repercussions, because I understand it's a fun-looking game. I really do get it.
What the scientists do is no concern of mine, as long as they don't do their experiments on me. At ease.
Saber Interactive is... Hey, Mikita, do you know more about Saber and Focus's ties to Russia? Yeah, so the thing about Gaijin is that the games are still being developed in Russia, but the headquarters is in Hungary. So they're hiding their Russian offices, really. But they are actually still based in Russia for War Thunder. it's a difficult thing to spot if you don't know how Russian companies evade sanctions. But chances are, there's many Russian companies behind everyday things that we consume. Wargaming also how? I mean, wargaming how? Maybe you can rephrase that. I'm not sure I'm getting you.
Wait till you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home-based shit. Fucking hilarious.
Is YouTube filtering you guys' comments again?
To hell with the treaty. Good riddance. Now we can finally remember who our real
War,
enemy is.
War Thunder.
Among our ranks.
I'm not sure. I think, yeah, there's probably some programmers based in Russia. Good chance
from
that there
a
are.
stiff, I guess.
Wargaming, I don't know. Let's see where they're based. Let's do some digging. Would you like to join me while we do that? Let me do that.
I heard that one back in boot camp.
Let's see. Chrome. And show. There you go. Cyprus. That is a sign of sanctions evasion, but they were founded in Minsk, so they're Belarusian, not Russian. So that's not yeah, it's less of an issue. Still complicit, like Belarus, sorry, is still complicit, but it's not the same.
Get out of my hair.
Well, I just duty, typical duty. I pay the guy for his service, and he's like, "Get out of my hair." Fucking duty, man. You're a doctor or a trader? Trader. I didn't even let him speak. Let's see what he has to say.
Everyone should just follow orders, and then commanding officers will take care of the rest.
Mundfish
We all
is
need to
very
do our
Russian,
duty,
yeah.
And then everything is gonna be just fine.
Mundfish is grotesquely. They're so Russian that they couldn't even hide it, despite how hard they tried.
I'm swamped too.
Same shit, different day.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
Okay. What's in here? Gosh, the duty base is so boring. There's no music. Yeah, Atomic Heart, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. I haven't played it.
When are you heading out?
But Atomic Heart seemed like an honest attempt at a game on one end. But on the other, there was some messaging that is just fishy. And no pun intended for Mundfish. There's references to the war, like tongue-in-cheek references that don't convince me that they're as well-intentioned as they say. Yeah, so that's why it's important. And thanks for that. Thanks for that input, Nikiko. Nikiko? Yeah, Nikiku. So it's really important to notice one thing. Just because a studio was founded in Russia or in Belarus doesn't mean that they are dodging sanctions or supporting the war. There's a good chance that honest studios who just don't want to deal with fascist bullshit left those countries. I just talked to the guide. So Wargaming has an office in Kiev, and World of Warships is basically a Ukrainian game. There you go. Yeah, these companies are big and they have multiple studios. So there you go. And there's a lot of game devs in Kyiv. Let alone all of Ukraine.
Now is the time for action. We'll put an end to the zone and eliminate anyone. I don't think I will live long enough to see the zone cleared out. It's too bad, but it doesn't really change anything for me. And as always, I'm ready to take you wherever you want.
Wherever I want, huh?
I can't guarantee your safety, but I can promise you some fun. So, where to?
Okay.
Goodbye.
Where is he?
So,
I need money. Got any jobs?
I don't need money.
sure thing. Take your pick.
Nah.
I've got other things to do.
Where's
Your
Voronin's
call.
dumpy?
Just a heads up. These gigs get snatched up real quick, so don't drag your feet. There ain't much entertainment around here.
Yeah, I noticed. This is the most boring base I've been to yet. At least turn your lights on, boys. Where's Voronin? Somebody was watching TV here.
I don't know what they put in that stuff.
Is he up there? Of course he is. I guess not. Does the zone have Wi-Fi? No, it has 5G. See all these posts here? They have, see that up there? That's a 5G antenna. That's how we all have signal on our PDAs. That's how they do it. Where's the duty office? Where's Voronin? He's where my personal stash is. Okay. Why am I so slow at reading these obvious messages? Hold on. Over here. Right here. Okay. I was going the right way. This is him.
Well, that was unexpected, huh? We'll have to see how it goes. We need to keep observing and stay put. We can still pursue our goal, even without the treaty. Proceeding slowly, but steadily. Okay, report.
Tell me about the cement factory.
It's our main base now.
Is the
after we
dumpy
signed the treaty
the...
and had to leave Rostock to freedom. It's a good spot. Not exactly
Is that
comfy,
the dumpy?
that's for sure. But it has ample storage and it's easy to defend. Loners are allowed to trade here if they're interested. And we have a bar. We have a doctor with us too. Go find him if you need him.
This is obnoxiously welcoming for duty.
Those freedom guys can taunt me all they want. I'm not taking the bait. It'll sort itself out, you'll see.
Oh, look at that. That's so naive. I expected better from this man. That's so naive. Everyone in the freedom base is talking about the war's back. We're gonna have to fight. And here's this guy saying it'll sort itself out.
At ease.
I don't know, man. It's pretty naive for a general. Talk to anyone in the freedom base and they're all expecting a war. Is this an Easter egg? A map from a different game? He has a different line? Do you think we can squeeze it out of him? Let's see if we can squeeze it out of him.
Report. Those freedom guys.
Tell me.
It's our main... Loners are allowed to trade here if they're interested. At ease.
Nothing new. I'll take your water. This is my bed and personal box. I'm gonna take a nap. No, it's up there. Is this where we find the tools for Nitro? I think it is. This is the same place we find the tools for Nitro in Call of Pripyat. Sure looks like it. Yeah, it's it. This is it. Not bad. 15 kilos and how many? And 20. Is it 20?
Permission to raise spirits?
From when? From Pizda I'm not done.
Stupid pranks among our ranks.
I need to pick up more food. These guys have any food lying around? I promise I'll stop doing boring stuff now and get into some trouble. I promise. Just give me a minute, please. These are just barracks. Nope. I'm not from Catalonia. I've been there. I've been to Catalonia. Been up and down La Rambla. Saw the Sagrada Familia. Did not see the Camp Nou. Wanted to. What did I say about about duty and freedom in that review? I am not from around Spain, no. But my great grandfather was one of them. No food? What do the duty boys eat? I am in Latin America.
I can barely breathe. Wait till you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home-based shit. Fucking hilarious.
He's talking by himself.
A soldier's busting his ass trying to keep up with stupid orders. The guy starts whining. Sir, I've been on my feet all day. I'm beat. Then lie down and give me 50 sit-ups on the double.
Hello, Stalker.
He just told a joke by himself and laughed at it. Do you want to go to Malachite? There's no guide in Malachite anymore, so we'd be pretty screwed if we do that. That was kind of sad, wasn't it? I've also had the privilege of visiting Italia, and it was so nice. The Italian mindset is usually very endearing. Like, hardly ever do you feel, even though they know you're a tourist, they don't treat you like they're better than you, which is not normal as a tourist in a big European city. Everyone like treats you like a tourist. Not in Italy though. In Italy everyone's so nice. And the thing is, I learned a little bit of Italian there. And in Spain, well, my accent gave it away. Aunque puedo imitar un acento español con mucha facilidad, no se siente auténtico. If you understood that, you know I said it with an Italian, with a Spanish accent. but it just didn't feel authentic for me.
Well, well. Just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The Monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, they did make the Native American in the Italian translation.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter?
Benella vodka. I like your
How
name.
did you get word of it?
I like cooking pasta. Pasta is my favorite thing to cook, I think. Yeah, they made the Native American in the Italian dub because, to be fair, he claimed to be from the USS, I think, and they translated it from the English dub, not the Ukrainian one. So when they saw USS, they probably thought he was American. Yeah, so they made a mistake.
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker.
Yeah, that
It
song
the
is
doctor
legendary,
himself.
Hugo.
Those
Hugo
rumors
Juice.
Must be true after all. Alright, let's cut to the chase.
My favorite pasta
I don't
is
give a damn why the hell you want X3.
possibly
But
bolognese.
since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
Of course.
You got any gossip about X3? I'm all ears.
Let's put it this way. If these stories pan out, it's a win for both of us. The Cordon and me. That's all you need to know for now.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Nah, penne alla vodka, that's not so weird, actually. Because, believe it or not, Italians are Latinos too. They're actually the original Latinos. Because that's where the Latin language was from. So, we, unfortunately, and I think it's a US thing, it's a US thing that has spread out. Calling Latin Americans Latinos has almost stripped Latin Europeans of calling themselves Latinos as well. Bye, Mikita. Sorry for not warning you about the story. Yeah, but we're getting into the story now. Cheers, man. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits,
yes,
do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might.
France is. Yes, France is Latin. Because even though they have a lot of other roots, they still have a big Latin basis. Because Latin was the correct Hugo. Or I guess you could say ethnicity instead of race. Because species-wise, there's only one human race. Like, all humans are compatible. So yeah, ethnicity, I guess, is... corrector. I don't think I've ever been down here in this playthrough. Oh no, copyright music, no, stop it, no, la 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 la. No, but they do count, Brasileiros count as Latinos, but they do not count as Hispanic. Look at this guy asleep to my right. Yeah, I think I'm good with this.
Dash, and there was a fresh anomaly on top of it. Shit. Guess it's more secure now.
This quest feels oddly familiar to the first quest in Shadow of Chernobyl, where Sidorovich tells you to go to the vehicle depot. It looks like we're going there. Or not. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. No problem, my friend. Oh, shit. Well, of course. Silly me. I can't shoot for shorts. Finally, Raiden. What armor did you get? Monolith suit. I ran a monolith suit for a long time in Radiophobia. Yeah, Radiophobia can be very stuttery. My first install of it was rather stuttery. The second one was not. I guess, in the words of Arthur Morgan, it's just one of them things. Could be a memory thing. Or a CPU thing. Oh, we got this guy with the grenade. Nice. Look at the grenade explosion there. A 580. The Hat Man? Who is the Hat Man? Oh, I know this. This is the decoder. Yeah. They shouldn't have shot at me. They'd be alive. Because I don't really like Sidorovich. In Stalker 2 or in Radiophobia? Oh, I didn't see him. Perhaps I was too busy shooting at him, you know. Hello, Marcelo. ¿Cómo va la cosa? Maybe. And maybe I'm not seeing things. Oh. Oh. You hear that? We hear screaming in the distance and the loners notice it. It's some... What? It's the soldiers. Why are they attacking us? Why would they attack us? That was suicide. Why would the soldiers attack us? Yeah, look, these are military. ISPF guys. A major. 2 majors. Isn't that a YouTube channel? 2 majors? Another major. They're all majors. What? Looks like they were having a major picnic. Or this was a major mistake. Yeah, these guys made a major mistake. That's without a doubt. Suicide attacking the rookie village like that.
No coupons. 0 loot.
Looks like it's a major skill issue. Maybe loners act... No. I heard the... Raiden, I don't think that's gonna happen.
You are live.
It's just bad optics to have a Ukrainian game put the player shooting at Ukrainian soldiers, especially now. It's just not gonna happen.
So it's like this. Any kind of psi protection sells like hotcakes. Artifacts, meds, you name it. And I'm always ready to help. I've got a huge selection.
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
You are a crafty guy, Skiff. This is the second time you've jumped into a risky deal, and yet you're still in one piece. A rare talent. Folks like you are where zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
So the military in Stalker 2 is the ISPF, which is an international coalition designed to control the zone. And I think it's a privately funded thing too, or maybe I think it's a private contractor by the UN. I think, I'm not sure. Anomalous Dugout definitely clarified the lore on that in one of his videos.
I thought you had everything under control here.
I do. You did the job in the end, didn't you? And those couriers. If they stopped getting into trouble, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. 'Cause it just wouldn't feel like the zone anymore.
Bandits at the station have been taken care of. They won't bother you anymore.
Looks like you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I'll remember that. It's for the best though. I ain't gonna shed a tear for him. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming
Sidorovich
with
is your
folk
uncle, Ugo.
looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging
Well,
about
we don't
how
know that,
business
Raiden.
was
We haven't seen him.
I was intrigued.
What if he
So I
ascended
started
into the
digging
Seacon?
into our local gods. And the most interesting
So wait.
rumor I heard was about the Oasis, right here at the Cordon.
Yeah, what is
the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going?
Theodorovich is high. What is he
We're looking
talking
for the
about?
same thing, or at least for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory.
So instead
But
of
here's the
Sidorovich,
catch. We have the key to the door.
Sidorovini, Sidorovicini,
Where
Sidorovicini.
is this door? Hell knows.
Okay. Yeah, who told him about the Oasis?
Who told you about the Oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face.
Exactly.
He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof, gone for good.
Mutants do not pop out of the noosphere. They are a result of experimentation on animals and different creatures.
Are you suggesting
And they can
I find the
reproduce.
entrance myself?
They are biologically compatible with each other.
Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
Yep. Exactly right, Raiden. That's a great way of explaining it. Snorks? Penne, are you talking about Snorks, or are you talking about, like, these guys? Well, he doesn't have a gas mask. These guys. Can they reproduce? Surely. Not with each other. After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field.
What was Alicia? Is it done for?
Not as far as I know. They've got pretty good defenses, so no need to worry about them.
They're lucky to have the gaffer. Now there's a real leader. Always fights with his men.
Not like our guy. He just seals himself up in his bunker as soon as the monolith shows up on the horizon, leaving us all to die on his doorstep.
The sea consciousness built, so the scientists of the sea consciousness tapped into the noosphere, which means they went from, they took their consciousness from Earth into the noosphere. So yes, they manipulated through technology the noosphere to tap into it, which is supposedly how their consciousness is still alive despite Strelok having killed them in the first game.
The zone seems to have run out of mutants and anomalies. You know what I get in the infirmary every day now? Gunshot wounds. All my patients say they got shot by monolithians, which is strange. It's like they're everywhere all at once.
Well, about Nimble. Yeah, maybe. But remember, Stalker is not about the main character. It's about the zone.
I'm interested in the old lab here at the Cordon. Maybe one of your patients said something about it?
They say all sorts of things, especially when the strong painkillers kick in. I've heard about the lab too. Just a few months back,
This is Captain
Red got
Robard.
woozy after
Or
a
Captain
shot,
Bernard,
started
sorry.
babbling about
From
embryos,
Kingdom Come Deliverance,
test
same
tubes,
voice actor.
snorts. Stay away from it, he kept saying. Man, was quite a side effect. I even had to double the dose in his IV bag the next day. Messed him up pretty bad.
La rima de la zona en inglés, ¿cómo sería? I don't know what the rima de la zona is.
So, where is Red now?
He's got a schedule. 2 weeks out in the zone, then a couple of days here. You won't believe the stories he has to tell about his adventures. He's running late this time, though. Haven't seen him in about 3 weeks.
Ugh. My big head. La rima de la zona, mi cabezona. The rhyme of the zone, where I never feel alone. The rhyme of the zone, where I'm never on my own. Actually, I always am on my own. The rhymes of the zone. I don't know, Raiden. I don't know. Wait, Wolf certainly knows.
The situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before Monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own.
I hear there was an old lab
Because
at the
it's
Cordon.
Tuesday, innit? It is
I wanna know more
Tuesday.
about it.
Finally, that joke made sense.
First, that dark guy. Now you. I'll give you the same advice I gave him. Stay away.
So, the lab does exist. What do you know about it?
Nothing good. Everyone who thought they could strike it rich there.
Wagwan,
didn't
is a
even
Tuesday,
burial.
innit?
There was nothing left to bury.
Anyway, do you know where the entrance is?
From what I know, it's a pretty huge facility. Part of it might even extend beyond the Cordon. But all the entrances we used to know are closed off now. Some of them got wrecked by anomalies, and others just caved in over time. It's for the best, honestly. I sleep better when there are fewer jackasses going in, and fewer freaks coming out.
Fnatic died in my Shadow Chernobyl playthrough, so 6 feet below.
Dark. Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal. Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their
Yes.
sour mugs, they clearly didn't
Like
see eye
Bess?
to eye. In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed
Like-
his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy,
What's his name?
here's the coordinates.
Like
We
the
can figure
doctor,
out if
like
he's
the
a rat
scientist.
Or my guts off.
Like the scientist from Yantar. Is it Krugilov? I think so. Fnatic can die just like this guy can die.
But now that the
Oh,
monolith
he
is
can't die.
around, they've really skyrocketed.
Kruglov. Yeah, I don't remember him too well. Can this guy die? Yes, he can. Are you guys not gonna do anything? I just clapped the loner and they're not gonna do anything? Oh, my reputation went down, I think. No, it did not. What just happened?
Hello there. They say S.T.A.L.K.E.R's already been scouted by the Monolithians. Well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. They aren't the first bugbears in the zone. I think I'll...
Before I break this save, after shooting that guy... Yeah, probably that. They didn't do anything about it because it was an accidental discharge. Wink, wink. Massive jawline. So they made him a... What? They made him a Giga Chad Kruglov?
The prices here have always been ridiculous. But now that the monolith is around...
Oh. Thanks for that. So where are we headed? Okay, I know exactly where. But I noticed this cave here, and I wish to explore it. Artifacts. Oh, there's a dead stalker there. Medkit and water, sure. Yes. There it is. Oh! Oh man. Oh, a Lavina. Nice. I'll take the... Oh, I don't want the thing. A flash. Huh. I'm trying to recall. Is there a trader that wanted me to get them a flash? I don't remember. Alright. Not a bad place to find stuff. Oh, mamma mia. Cazzo, ma che... Mamma mia. Oh no, dai. Basta pasta spaghetti. Yes!
I'm gonna find...
I was muted all along? Oh, man. I said so many nice things about the controller. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that again. I think we should do a thing in the stream where every time I keep on talking while muted, I have to do like 10 push-ups or something. That ought to get me to learn. So, I just looked at the jawline thing, Raiden. That was what I was looking at after the cave. When did I mute myself? I don't recall coughing. But then again, who does? Can I do that? I think I can. Something I've noticed is that you guys who are always in the chat whenever someone gives away CIA memberships aren't grabbing them. How does that work? Do you have to click the thing? How does that work? It's random? That's BS. Should be the guys who are actually paying attention, right?
Where do you think you're going, Loner?
Who the hell are you anyway?
The cat in the fucking hat. It's pretty simple, Loner.
You see all the X's?
And you answer. What are you doing here?
See all the X's? Dead bodies. These guys are trouble.
Looks like an interesting place. I was hoping to find some loot.
Whatever loot we have, it definitely ain't yours. Now scram, Loner. Go look for trinkets somewhere else.
Okay. I disappeared.
Open the clip, guys, quick! The fucker got butterball real bad. We gotta get him out of here before he passes out.
Copy that. I'll be there in 2 minutes, Vulture.
So they left this guy alone. That makes my job easier. Yeah, I think them being mercs by themselves makes them untrustworthy. When did mercs... Dude, when were mercs ever good? Oh, look at all the dead loners. These guys definitely did that. Oh, goodbye. Haha. That was a great grenade throw.
Hey, you're pretty good at this. We make a hell of a team. Keep going. I'm almost there. If you make it, I'll owe you one.
I need the AP ammo. Hey, Nico Chen! I think... Yeah, I think Dnipro is a little better than Kharod. Just look at it. It's tearing these guys apart. Yes, great throw. That's an amazing throw. You're hit? Oh, poor thing, you. Why don't your friends come and help you, Merc? Oh, sorry, I needed to mute myself before coughing. Sorry you had to hear that. Join the Yankees? Why? Why, Ben? Are you a Yankees fan? Yeah, the Yankees are a baseball team. A pretty mid baseball team. They suck. They're like the true stalker of baseball teams. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ah, the arm? Yeah. But I think that's more of a Red Sox arm than a Yankees arm. Alright, you got me. I'm a Red Sox fan. Bro, how do you choke at the World Series like that, though? The ISG. Man, my brain is dumb today. I think he needs to die. Yeah, he needed to die. You must be dark. Oh, he keeps Skull by him. Nice.
Wow, that was fun. Ah, that smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid.
Pen it like in
So who might you be?
Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat. Just go to a technician.
Skiff. You must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
I didn't trust him.
Any idea who paid the mercs to kill you? The thing is, you're not the first person we've both been chasing.
You're one intriguing guy. Where did your paths cross before?
Last time was in the Red Forest. I was looking for the doctor.
Whoa! Can you introduce me later? I'm wicked eager to meet his friend. But he's been ghosting me. Whenever I ask him out, he always sends someone else instead. Like these guys.
Sure, Raiden. When? Like, in a few minutes? Now? Don't tell me what the mutant is. But is it in the lab? In the lab?
I think Sidorovich is lying.
Okay.
Only when he opens
Thanks
his
for the
mouth.
heads up. I'll
How
bring
do
the
you think
Charod
he
with
found out about
the rifle
Oasis?
grenades.
Stalker gossip? Maybe.
Or maybe my
The
RPG.
documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out,
Although RPG
I was
indoors
suddenly
sounds
no
like a
longer
bad
welcome
idea.
in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package, it never made it to his bunker.
Fuck tons of ammo are advised. Thanks for the tip.
Where'd you find the Oasis documents?
I snagged them from an old gig. But I was sick of it anyway. Playing gorilla with the ward bored me to tears. The documents were just lying around. There's a lot of info there about the Oasis. 3 Oasis, in fact. These are just code names, though. Stalker's made up the rest of the story.
So, about YouTube delay. Payne, there is an AK-74 with polymer furniture. That's as close to an AK-100 you're gonna get. So, hello, Bobby Javelin. I like your name, Bobby Javelin. I like that. So yeah, right in YouTube delay, I turned it down so that it's closer. Because it was really annoying having the 10-second delay or so that we had before. Ugh. Yeah, the closest thing to a modern AK that you're gonna get is the Dnipro. Deadass test. I just saw that coming. Like, I read it 1 second, 2 seconds before. I improved the latency. I selected the lower latency setting. It does reduce video quality ever so slightly, though.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
Yeah, it's shorter.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive.
No
Unlike all
AK-12s.
of my men. Here's the deal. The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it. Right here. In my head.
Yeah, 4 seconds
In case
is something
you're
I'm
thinking
okay
about
with.
shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
Why do you want to get into the lab?
What does this guy want?
Why questions are of a more personal nature. And our relationship is strictly business.
This guy's up.
That's why I'm not asking you why.
All right.
This guy's trouble.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though.
Massage
Head
gun.
to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the
It makes sense that S2 has no modern AK since they're
you'll
Russian,
get
and
the
besides Smirk, there's no way. Yeah, so the weapons in here, I did a little bit of research, and you might get a cameo from a expert in the Stalker 2 review when I get to the weapons. Maybe Meatcock 45 will be there, maybe not. Anyway, Stalker 2 has a lot of weapons that the Ukrainian military has used. For example, the 40221 is a 545 Tavor that, yes, the Ukrainian military has procured and even manufactured in Ukraine. The Kharod, there's a Kharod here somewhere. There's a 416. Yeah, 416 is basically default NATO rifle. Another 4. There's a Kharod. You know the Kharod already. So the Kharod is an IWI Carmel, which was also procured by the Ukrainian military to some degree. Because it's a bit of an ACR. It's a very adaptable rifle. I think one of you guys brought it up, and I did more research, and you were absolutely correct. It is basically an ACR. It's the IWI Carmel, the real-life rifle. And yeah, like, a lot of these weapons are ubiquitous in Ukraine. The AK-74s are ubiquitous in Ukraine. And, of course, there's many AS-Vals now, because, you know, AS-Vals, because when the VDV decided to fuck off in Hostomel, they left behind a whole bunch of trophies. So, Ukraine has a few, quite a bit, VSSs and AS-Vals. Probably more VSSs, I think. Is the AS-Val is the more modern one, right? No, that's the VSS. Let me see. No, the AS-Val is, yeah. I'm thinking about the AS-Val. There's a lot of AS-Val trophies in Ukraine. Isn't it? Yeah, the Val is the... No, wait. Ah, and I'm confused again. Let me see. All of Pripyat has in the cover Dektyarev with a VSS. See, they are confusing. That's a VSS. You know that the reason that Hostomel was, or Hostomel, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly actually, and I should. But the reason that operation was such a failure, it's because it was straight out of the Russian military's playbook, and there was the Ukrainian military had a plan, literally, in case they do this exact thing, we'll be set up this way, and they were ready for it. It's like when you know in chess what your opponent's about to do. That's exactly what happened there. The Soviet Union had done it before in Hungary, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and in the Baltic states. The basically airlift campaign where you just take off quickly with speed, surprise, and violence of action, take an important airfield and deploy all your forces from the air before the enemy can react. The reason that Ukraine defended the initial invasion so well is because they were incredibly well prepared for it. It didn't help the Russians that they were telegraphing the invasion for months before. I remember in December, they were setting up blood banks. I remember that. There was satellite evidence that they were setting up blood banks. There we go. Yeah, even GSC was prepared. Like, they could not have telegraphed their intention to invade and how more blatantly. It was incredibly obvious. It was like, really, it was a mediocre. It was a mediocre attempt to take over a foreign country. I think they genuinely thought that they would be welcomed in Kiev. I think Russian leadership genuinely thought that the Euromaidan revolution was a CIA coup. I think they genuinely believed that. And they genuinely believe that most of Ukraine is pro-Russia. I think they genuinely believe that. Because it just goes to show you what it's like to live in a bubble. Yeah, it's true. Here's an interesting detail. There's a lot of foreign volunteers on both sides. Yes, volunteers, but there's also a lot of foreign contract soldiers. Not necessarily mercenaries, because they are enlisted in the actual armed forces of both Ukraine and Russia. But foreign contract soldiers are abundant in that war. When I was in Colombia, at the airport, I did see, like, in, you know those little rooms where there's baggage inspections? There was, like, Ukrainian military backpacks being inspected. And I immediately recognized that, and I realized, oh, of course, there's tons of ex-Colombian soldiers going to Ukraine to make some dough because, like, wage inequality in Colombia is so miserable that they feel like that's the only way. And it's true. I was comparing the average wage in Colombia versus my country, and even though I was really impressed with Colombia, I was shocked to see that they make less money than Dominicans on average. Yes, Russia is using non-Russians, but these North Koreans, they are being enlisted in the Russian military. Yeah, with fake names and fake identities to make them look like Buryats, but they are being enlisted in, like, they don't count as mercenaries. They are being counted as as a part of the Russian army. Mercenaries is like Wagner Group, for example, and other PMCs. Oh shit! I'm here and I didn't go get the stuff I needed to go get. Hold on. You guys warned me about the... And Haiti. There's Wagner in Haiti. Did you know that? It's kind of like Blackwater. They've been forced to change their name and a whole bunch of stuff, but the concept is still there, even though Prigozhin is dead. The idea of having a private force that the Russian government can use for plausible deniability is still a thing. Yeah, there. I don't know now, but there certainly has been a Wagner presence in Haiti. I would know because I live in the country right next to it, and I'm on the alert for this sort of thing. Yeah, but did you know, Raiden, that Blackwater still technically exists under a new name? They've changed their name so many times. But yeah, they still technically exist. Yes, República Dominicana. That's where I am right now. This is where I brought the zone with me. The zone in our image. Really? Well, that's really cool. I always knew that there were Dominicans everywhere, but it's really nice to see that you guys have connections with my countrymen. If you don't mind me asking, Penne alla vodka, where do you live? Whoa. Oh, come on. Please let me get one more artifact. A spring. I don't know this artifact. Oh, I can see why it's called the spring. Blackwater is mostly known for military contracting, which is basically a cute term for mercenaries. Yeah, literal spring. So you live in the US, Spain. Oh. Let's see what the boing does. They should have called it the boing, not the spring. Oh, it's not a bad artifact. It's not a bad artifact at all. I'm gonna keep it. Look at our carry weight. Wham! Oh, that's so good. That's not a bad artifact at all. Oh!
They're getting to be pricier than artifacts. You gotta think twice before heading out there nowadays.
That's cool. He's fixing the light here. Finally, it's always been flickery.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
I'm not sure. I'm not a PMC expert, Raiden. Burgerland.
Straight to the point. I respect that.
I like the US. A lot of people give the US a lot of shit, but I like the US. Yeah, I can get rid of this artifact now. Yeah, I don't think we'll need the crown. Nah, we won't need the crown. Sell the crown. Keeping this ammo, though. Well, Pena la vodka, here's something that I can tell you living in the Dominican Republic. Sometimes you have everything, but you don't have quality of life. You can't go out in the street and walk to the nearest grocery store. They're like the walkways, the footpaths are in really bad shape, and it's not safe. It's too dark sometimes. It's not it's not well lit. You don't make a lot of money, even though you do. Even if you do make good money, it's still not good money compared to mediocre money in the States. Aegis is real? Aegis Defense, is that Blackwater now? Sounds like what they would call themselves, something really obscure and almost pretentious.
Good hunting, Stalker.
Aegis is UK's PMCs. Okay. Yeah, the PMC thing is actually kind of scary if you think about it. Because these are full-time jobs. These people are doing things year-round, you know. Just the fact that the business is sustainable is what's concerning. Harod and an optic. Don't we have a... Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna put this one on here. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, Iraq and Afghanistan are the places to go for these PMCs. I'm doing it, boys. I'm taking the RPG. I'm leaving behind this. I'm leaving behind the, 5 RPG rounds ought to take out a pseudo-giant, right? Yeah, Penny, I'm sure that there is a lot of that still. Like, she probably does miss home in many ways, but at the same time, I'm sure that there's things you guys have access to that you would never have living in Latin America. For example, we don't have mail here. If I want something in the mail, I have to order it to the US, where a freight forwarding service brings it here and I go pick it up at their office. How nice would it be to actually buy something online and have it shipped to my door reliably? Are PMCs better at doing their work compared to a normal military? In some instances, yes, which is why they exist. So a PMC is held to lower accountability than a military. Unfortunately, that's not a good thing, but it's reality. They're held to a lower standard of accountability. And not only that, they can also operate in areas more freely. For example, if the US is in Syria, now congressmen, representatives, the press, they're all gonna be all up in that, right? They're gonna be like, hey, what are US forces doing in Syria? But if Aegis or Blackwater's current equivalent is doing things in Syria, it's like, whatever. You know? I need to heal. Still there. Yeah, the US is still in Syria. They're certainly not gonna leave now. The reason the US is in Syria is to fight ISIS on paper. But the real answer is more to watch the Kurds back. So, it's a strategic, I guess you could say, thing to back an ethnic minority like the Kurds. Because Kurds are kind of like, ever since most Jews left to Israel, Kurds are kind of like what's left. And, you know, underdeveloped countries suffer a lot from racism and ethnic disputes or fighting. So having the Kurds there as the new minority is like, it gives the racist people somebody to pick on. So on one end, if the US partners with the Kurds, they have people on the ground, and on the other, if the Kurds actually have their own state, they'll have the U.S. as an ally there, which ensures U.S. presence in the Middle East, like more reliable presence in the Middle East, I should say. And that's important because the Middle East is very important. Despite all the nasty stuff that happens there, it is still a very important part of the world. I wouldn't call the Kurds that the US supports rebels, because they always existed, and they never existed as resistance. They existed as a resistance force. They existed kind of like to survive, I guess you could say. That was their thing. Like in Iraq, in Syria, the Kurds always never organized to overthrow the government. Perhaps there were fantasies of independence, sure. And I know a lot about this because when I was in university, I was in journalism class, and I basically followed up the entire siege of Raqqa in Syria when the Kurds took over Raqqa from the Islamic State. So yeah, like Islamic State wanted to exterminate the Kurds, the Yazidis, anybody who wasn't Arab Muslim, basically. And the Kurds were basically an ally the US could support and count on, who they knew wouldn't be Islamist jihadist, or at least on the surface, because Turkey has had problems with Kurds, with actual Kurdish terrorists. The YPG, I believe, or the PKK, sorry. YPG is not considered a terrorist group, the PKK is. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think Syria will end now. I think it'll end when everybody is either gone or satisfied. We know that the I confuse them too, because it's a really intertwined conflict. It's not the FSA, it's the SNA. The SNA have basically won against Assad, but now they have to settle with the other two major organizations, and of course they all have to annihilate ISIS together.
No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out. Alright, let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent, and then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
So, Israel does have... Obviously it's illegal, and they shouldn't do it. But they do have legitimate concerns with the whole land grab situation. If I'm looking at this from the perspective of the Israeli military planners, the Golan Heights would be very instrumental for defending Israel, because if you don't have it, the enemy will. So if the enemy has the Golan Heights, that's a huge artillery advantage. On the other end, I think Israel is just trying to take advantage of the situation. Straight up. Kind of like how Russia took advantage of the situation in Ukraine and took Crimea during the Revolution of Dignity. That's what Israel's doing in Syria. It may just be a straight up land grab. I can understand them destroying military infrastructure now that there is no military to protect it or to manage it. So they're destroying Syrian air bases, Syrian weapons depots, just before anybody can get to it. I think that's their objective with the airstrikes, but with the territorial part, I don't know. I think they're just taking advantage of the situation. Yeah, it's bullshit is bullshit is a good word, actually. I'm not pro-Israel, but I'm not like, and this is coming from somebody who's ancestors do come from Palestine. But I'm not 100% free Palestine either, because I've always, ever since I've known about the conflict, I've always thought the only way is a two-state solution, and you have to compromise. And the thing is that free Palestine is not a two-state solution, but also what Israel is doing is arguably genocide, in Gaza at least. So, yeah, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. You know, Israel is a very important country because their biggest export is intellectual property. And they also have foundries for semiconductors.
Alright. I'll take the main entrance. And you find the back door. It's gotta be somewhere near you. I'll be in touch. Once I reach the door,
Yeah, thanks,
I'll
Nika-chan.
lead you. We can't get it open without the decoder.
I mean, it is within Israel's interest to support Ukraine because Ukraine is one of their biggest consumers of military intellectual property at the moment. You know, the rifle I'm holding right now is an Israeli design. Like, holding in the game is an Israeli design. So, like, for Ukraine, Israel would be a good ally if Israel weren't...
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm
This
at
guy...
the entrance.
Dark needs
Let's
to
get
shut
this
up.
done.
If Israel weren't literally bombing all their neighbors at the moment, if Israel wouldn't do that, I wonder what their attitude toward Ukraine would be. Yeah, Hugo, Israel is a very high IQ country. Like, per capita, they have a very high IQ. They're one of the most intellectual countries in the world. They are. Which is also baffling why they can't... I don't know. Maybe it's why they can't get their political situation sorted. Because the reason they're in this mess to begin with is because the only people who managed to form a coalition were the far right-wing minority. These guys don't even... Like, Netanyahu and his people, they don't even agree with each other. But they came together to defeat the more moderate Israeli political people. So, yeah, like, the whole reason Israel is in this mess is because they just don't know how to govern their own country. They straight up don't. They don't know how to pick a direction they want to follow. Which is most countries in the world, to be fair, but... some accountability would be nice.
The alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door won't open. Fuck.
What's my company? Is it the pseudo-giant? Is it the pseudo-giant? Oh, I can't save the game, which means it's here. Oh, no, it's just Snorks. Okay. Okay. So I shouldn't get impatient? Is there no one else? Oh! Oh, they're gonna keep coming. Hey! I told you to heal, Skeef. I was about to say that my previous encounters with Snorks weren't frustrating enough. But these were finally annoying Snorks. Which is... I hate Snorks in the old games. I hate them.
Fuck whoever designed this whole damn place. Your
Hey.
door has a double security
a Retroyun. Kind of. This is kind of in the Cordon. See? So, this is Rookie Village. This is by the Sphere. So, between Zalicia and the Cordon. What did this man say? I wasn't listening. Alright. A heads up? Nah, no, let it surprise me. I know it. I already know it's coming. It's kind of like Arya and Robin. That was if you guys know Arya and Robin, everybody knew this player. He was one of those grown men that ran around kicking a ball in shorts for 90 minutes. He would attack doing the same thing. And it was still incredibly difficult to stop him. Any artifacts here? Oh. These are scientists. There's minis down there. I love that they're giving us consolation gear. Consolation gear. They're gonna call me a poopy head? Hey look, it's an arcade! Alright, I'm ready. They weren't Circa, were they? Where's the patches? These are ecologists. Or are ecologists Circa now? I never... Oh yeah, the ambiance is great, especially when the wall textures are working fine. So these guys were from Malachite. Would you look at that? Odds for something. Oh man, the ambiance is so good. You guys are right. 308, 556. Thank you. Finally, some ammo that I'm using, running. We got some food. I'll take an energy drink. Thank you. A Gauss cartridge? Okay. I'm picking up all this stuff. I'm going skill up. Picking up... Oh, no. Hold on, put that away, Skeef. There's two of them, maybe three. You ever get a bloodsucker to run away from you? Come back here, you fool. Stop running. Stop running. How are you not dead, my fool? There is another. There he is. That wasn't so bad. Why are you running? Yeah, those bloodsuckers were kind of sad. Why are you running? Oh man, this is a perfect moment. If we had the clip thing working, let's write this down. I just set a Steam timestamp, but what moment in the stream is this? This is 2 hours and 6 minutes. Okay, so around 2 hours and 4 minutes, there's a highlight. That was so good. Why are you running? Oh, this is the trailer place. The E3 trailer place. Holy cow. This is the place. This is the place. This is the trailer place. We're in the trailer place. We're in the trailer place. This is where we were supposed to fight the bloodsuckers, but they had other plans. We've come so far. Yep. You guys remember where you were when that trailer came out? Oh man, feels like ages ago. It was ages ago. Correction. So much has happened since that trailer. Where is it? Okay.
You can't get in. Can't get in without me.
I'm here, Dark. You all right?
Finally! I'm pinned down, Skiff. There's too many of them. But we've got a shot. We need to unlock all the doors.
Don't be pinned down.
Console. It's on the lower levels. After you use it, I'll make my move. Remember, you won't make it without me.
He keeps saying that. Yeah, Dark is freaking out for some reason. He must not be like Giga Chad Skeef. Why do I have the duty bed marked on the map? Okay, that's better. This looks like a very tricky place to get into a fight, which is probably gonna happen. Just a normal medkit? That's not worth chasing. Ukro road trends. Ow! That hurt. Uh-huh. Video game IQ. It's basically a video game IQ thing. The least obvious path is the most obvious path. It does feel like that, right? Right, Nigo-chan? It feels like that. If I see a random skeleton, it's you. I just saw one a while ago. It's locked. Okay, this is one of the consoles.
Just one more push, and we're there.
Probably open this door. It did. Pseudo giant in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'll take the 5.45. I'll take the 5.56. I'll take the grenade, even though I have way too many grenades. It's whatever. We have Hercules. Prepare my ammo. I don't have any Hercules. But I do have side block. Time to get real. Alright. I'm gonna drop this BS ammo. It's so heavy and so useless. Alright. Yeah, this looks like a perfect place to fight one of these things. Oh no!
Get that fucker closer to me. I'm up here. I'll cover you.
I don't trust you. Alright, cover me already. Why don't you? Guy lied to me. He said he would cover me. Oh no. How many RPG rounds will it take? It's gonna take more than 5? Really? Oh shit. Come on. Really? He's still alive. Wow. That's a doozy, ain't it? Still up. At least I'm not over cucumber anymore. That's the bright side. Wow. I don't think I've missed any of these. Ah, oh, shit. Too close for arming distance. Nope, wrong reload, Skeef. Wrong reload. Yeah, these guys are really tanky. Wow. Skeef is reloading while running? Since when can he do that? Oh, he didn't do it. That's when. Wow, he's... Finally! He's shooting at him at last. Oh, man. I'm starting to think that they're unaffected too, big nuts. Could have brought the... Well, it is difficult to reload while running, actually. It's not very easy. We kill it! With the last round! With the last round, we got him. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry you had to die. Thank you for the entertainment, though. Great fight. Really fun. Thank you. Wow, that was fun. What's the state of the RPG after 5 rounds? Okay, so 15% use after 5 rounds, which means that 1 shot from the RPG is 3%. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, guys, with the ammo and all that. So dark.
I don't believe in luck. But I'll be damned if you aren't a lucky charm. This is just what I need right now. Open it. I've got your back.
Notice how he always speaks in eyes. In me, me, me. Yeah. The Faust incident was an ammo issue. That was my fault. And oh, this is the trailer scene. This is the launch trailer scene where you-know-who comes up. What is going on with this fool? It's him! It's the guy! It's John Stalker! It's him!
Name. I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff. You got some curious friends here.
No way! Daddy Strelok is here. Strelok!
Why are you here, Skiff?
I want to ask him
I have
questions.
No choice. Unlike you. Who you working for? If you lie, I'll know it.
Well, actually, it was in the launch trailer, so putting him in my bingo card would have actually been a given. But oh yeah, that guy aiding the C-Con agent. Yeah, that was not on my bingo card. No, that was not. Dark? No, I was in the dark about Dark. Hold on, let me turn on my lamp here so you guys can see my beautiful face better. And yes, it is beautiful, I know.
What do you mean, Dark had no choice?
He's a sea consciousness agent. Killing me was just a program planted in his head. Those who made it to the center of the zone got the short end of the stick. Their prize
I'm not muted anymore.
was either to join Monolith and protect sea consciousness, or become agent in the STALKER program. That's what sea consciousness.
He does look like Chester. He does look like Chester.
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
Ah, so those were a trap to protect him from sea consciousness agents. Raiden? What if my lady's watching, huh? Like, she's gonna think that's weird.
I'm with Spark. They know what's really going on in the zone. Maybe they can help me find a new place to call home, too.
You're like a moth drawn to a flame, ready to get burnt to ashes. Scar's trained to follow orders. Clear Sky used to call the shots. That's when he almost got me. But who's he answering to now? I don't think you bothered to ask.
At least with Scar, I know what he stands for. But you? I have no idea what you want.
I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good Scar and Korshunov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. How exactly did you find out about X3?
So the Mercs are your friends, then? You're playing dirty. You put a hit on Dark. Maybe others, too.
When you're fighting against everyone, You use what you've got. They were my backup plan. Since you're here, it failed. The zone is no stranger to death.
I'm gonna speak like a Gen Z guy now, but low-key, Strelok was living underground, like, for how long? Strelok body pillow.
The doctor told me about X3.
I'll tell Molly.
Seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Caimano. Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down sea consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of sea consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the noosphere. The sea consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. Took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so were the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A Psi radiation technology sea consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wage Granter, the Physiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want to peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out.
Raiden, are you serious? Or is it like are you joking about this, like, about meeting Strelok? Oso loco, Strelok.
I want the zone to be left alone.
I want to talk
All
to
that
you.
common good S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Cordon talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And how exactly did you find out about X3?
Doctor told me.
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Caimano. Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down sea consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of sea consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the
Now
data
she is
that might
here.
still be
Yeah.
here?
Raiden, you probably need to have a lie down, drink some water, maybe take an aspirin. That's not a good sign, man. And Nico-chan, there she is.
I talked to the representative of Sea Consciousness, the Malachite.
They're dead. I killed them. All of them. I even kept a piece of glass from one of their pods. It was real. What you wit.
Induced illusion?
Like the... Or...
Okay, so he says the same thing for both options. Holy smokes, we met Strelok. Let's see what Dark was carrying. Can we loot him? No. Look! Miss Game. Yeah, that's Miss Game, right? Yeah, that's her. Raiden, so you got up and felt that? Probably just low blood pressure. Breathe deep, take it easy. This room on the right? Hola, girl. Marked II. He's the Mark II. Oh man, you guys are silly geese. I'm not gonna complain about that. The Shining Zone, I didn't wanna... Are you guys gonna really make me take the EXO? I like being nimble and fast. With my egghead. I like my egghead suit. Raiden, that sounds like low blood pressure. Or high blood pressure. You might want to take an aspirin, my friend. If you're not allergic to it. It's not medical advice, but... I mean, if you think you might have a stroke or a heart attack, if that's what it feels like, take it seriously. That shit doesn't have an age. I have a decoder, right? Oh, no need. Hello, Anomaly Dude. Oh, Jedi, long time no see, buddy. Nice to see you here. Hey, Big Nuts. You will be nimble with your metal bones and like it. Okay, I will be okay. Hola. Oh no. You just missed the biggest plot twist, my friend. I mean it. That was a big one. I can't take the EXO at the moment because... of the carry capacity thing. If I use these artifacts, they're gonna be useless in the EXO. Nico-chen? I think that's a private matter, but thank you for asking. Raiden, I do not wish... Like, Strelok is my daddy. I do not wish to marry my daddy, okay? Strelok is father. Plus... I need to leave him for you. I want you to have him. He kind of is. Wow. Raiden, stop. Stop. Oh, this is giving Oasis vibes. Oh, that's bright. Wow, that's bright. Hi, Prophet Vid, привіт. Вітаю, друж. Oh. This is the place. The Shining Zone. Merhaba. Bro, this place is beautiful. There's a body here. Oh, it's probably... Darks. No, this is... so peaceful. After all the shit we've been through, this is so peaceful. Wow. Polyamory for the homies, by the homies. Okay, enough, guys. Respect the lady, please. Wow. Don't you wish you lived in a little place like this? Yeah, this... I'm also getting vibes that this is too good to be true, you know? But if this is where Strelok has been all along, I get it. Are these poppies? They are poppies. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna pull this out and snap back to reality. 3, 2, 1. I knew it. You found the Oasis? Couldn't believe it. Now we've already run out of containers for artifacts. No S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You ready to pay for the Cordon? 50% every transaction. This is the guy who said he found the Oasis. But he stayed. Hallucinating.
When I found this place, I realized the Zone can be true to herself as long as someone keeps trying to use her to fucking brainwash us. Whether through TVs like these, or the STALKER program before them. I just wish I knew who that someone is right now.
So the Shining Zone is a lie?
I saw it when I took down Sea Consciousness. It seemed better. So bright, so real. Or so I believed.
Yes,
I spent years
I realized it was too good to be true after I saw it. After a while.
I suppose that's when S.T.A.L.K.E.R caught wind of it. But my Shining Zone turned out to be, well, you saw what it was. Just another illusion. Another lie. And the one he's looking for, it never existed in the first place.
So, what's your next move then?
Keep searching.
Jump scare.
Right now, I've got to find a way into the STALKER program control center. The neuroprogrammers in X3 should be connected to it. I just need to figure out how.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not now. I got this covered. Just focus on what you need to do. But keep in mind that the Ward and Spark are my enemies. If they end up being yours too, we'll get along just fine.
Not everyone can handle what you're proposing.
This is the only way to the truth I can offer you. I'll get in touch when I figure out if you're worth it. Not if, but when. And remember, either you're against everyone now, or I'm against you. The choice is yours. That's the price of my candor.
Off. So I'm gonna ask it. Can we even trust Strelok? Strelly-K? Can we trust Strelly-K? Yeah, I remember the dude dancing. What about him? We gonna meet him now? So the Oasis from Call of Pripyat, that wasn't real either. I'm guessing he'll be in Pripyat. You hear that? That familiar... I'm not sure, Nico-chan. I am a little tired. I'm gonna head over to Sid's, tell him about Oasis, sell the exosuit. Just kidding. I'm gonna upgrade the exosuit so that it can fit my artifacts. We'll see. Yeah. That ambient track for Cordon is majestic. Huh. Now that you mention it, Nico-chan, I'm thinking about any scenes from the trailers that we have not seen, and I think, yeah, I think we've seen them all by now. Yeah. About the Cold Island, or whatever island Scar mentioned, it's definitely not Wild Island. Right, we're missing the Strider trailer, and we're missing the stranger on the roof. Cold Island is this one thing, and the spinning circle machine thing, yeah. Cold Island is this thing that Scar brought up. Bro, I can't run in this thing. I want to drop the exo. You know how these guys ended up down here? Because I tossed them. I wanted to see what the anomaly would do. Yeah, I'm gonna see how much it's gonna cost to upgrade this EXO, and I know I'm gonna have to go to Yaniv to do it. I do. The music on the radio is fantastic. What's this song from Okian Elsie that he's like, that one? I like that song a lot. I'd heard it before. Something Besna, I think. Nebesna. My favorite dinosaur? Kinda cliche, but the T-Rex, dude. Well, that gunfire is not my problem. But I'm glad A-Life is seemingly doing its thing.
Prices here have always been ridiculous. But now
I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. I wake up every time I hear a noise thinking it's so
What about the Truckosaurus Rex?
What if there wasn't any signal? Well, wait. Not much work.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's the most important one. He can't do anything. I knew it. I have to go to Yaniv.
Happy to help.
So let's dump it in our personal stash. Argentina does have a lot of fossils, I think. Oh, I wanted it here. Yes, that is my artifact setup. Theodore really likes that song, wow. And this guy's taken way too long to fix that, wow.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
Should bring back Pangea. Is that how it works?
I found a way into Lab X3. Marker coordinates sent.
You are oddly cooperative. No haggling, no fuss. I take it you didn't find the Klondike then?
Depends. Whatever you're looking for, it might be there. But take it. Unless
Theodore is
you
a
grabbed
rat.
the sea installation too. Your Oasis is nothing but a mirage.
Pangea
Shut it down
Ultima.
anyway.
No, I see. But let's keep it quiet. No need for anyone else to know, you dig? Like I told you before, the way to the Oasis is worth a pretty kopeka. You have earned your reward.
That's not so bad. Will Strelok be upset about me selling that information? Raiden, I should have guessed because of your name that you're a Metal Gear head. Metal Gear head? I don't know. Potato. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it for this stream. I'm pretty tired. And I think this is a great place to pick up tomorrow. They found a turtle the size of a car? Ciao, Pene la vodka. Ciao, Raiden, Ugo, Big Nuts, Nico Chen. Thank you guys for just hanging out. It's always a good time to have you here. Pickpocket, I know you joined in late, but hopefully you'll be here tomorrow and catch us a little earlier. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good one. I'll ask Molit if we can have Strelok body pillows. Next stream will be a movie. Okay, so I should hype it up then. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Don't let the door